All right. What do you want coaching on?
Well, I feel like I've had a reboot of my business this fall, and I start to get very negative about the momentum that I lost. And sometimes it kind of slaps me in my face because I did drop the ball with certain things. And then when I'm trying to pick it back up again, I have to recognize it's even harder to pick it back up again. Not from the standpoint of my commitment to the business and all of that, because I feel like I've worked through all of that, but that I have to reestablish relationships because truthfully, those people are probably just, or maybe they're not, maybe this is just my thought. I think that they're thinking I'm going to go away again. So I feel like, and it's fine that I have to work harder to reestablish it, but I get negative with myself that I dropped the ball,
Okay.
even to start with.
Are you talking about you have to rebuild relationships, plexus relationships, or personal relationships, or a mix of both?
Mostly plexus relationships. Like, I have like 3 people that I've thought for a very, very long time would be great for this business. And when I've recently reached out to them, it's more, one, I got a really wonderful message back, and she was like, it's just not the right timing. Another person completely ghosted me on it, but talks to me about everything else. And I'm okay with the relationship. And then another person who, what was the third one now? I can't remember. Said one was ghosted, one gave me a nice message. Oh, said she would do it. And then when I followed up with her, now I'm ghosted.
Okay.
So I feel like it's my fault that maybe they're not taking me as serious because over.
Uh-oh. Angie there? Gonna move closer to my router.
Hello,
Are you there?
I'm here.
All right, I moved closer to my router. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay.
Hang on a second. Let me go back. Did they say to you out loud, the reason that I'm ghosting you about this is because before you weren't consistent and therefore I just really don't trust your judgment? Like, did they specifically say that?
Not at all.
So then do we know for sure, is that a story you're telling yourself or is that fact?
It's absolutely a story I'm telling myself.
Okay. Okay. So do we need to beat ourselves up about something that we don't even know is true and
No.
easily just happened
Yes.
anyway? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. Like, even as I'm saying it to you, I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah. Whenever our problem is that we frequently love to make thoughts circumstances. And whenever you think about what's the circumstance, it has to be like if somebody would have said like Jill said, I don't trust you and I don't want the business because I don't think you're going to be a good leader. That can be a circumstance if she actually said it. Okay. But the circumstances is like they didn't respond to my message, or they did respond, but then they didn't respond. Okay. That's the circumstance. And so, all right, let's just say though, for argument's sake, that is why they didn't respond. Let's just go down that vein.
Okay.
How can you can you go back and change what's already happened?
No. Mm-mm.
No. So is there any benefit to you beating yourself up that you weren't as consistent as you could have been before?
No, there's no benefit to it.
what is a positive that we can take away from that?
Not doing that in the future.
Yeah, you've learned something.
Hmm.
You realize that, the most important thing in this business to establish trust with not only my audience, but my customers and my team is showing up consistently and amazing. I have data that shows me that that's important, and I've felt the pain of it. Again,
Hmm.
all based on stories. I can't tell you how many times I have thought somebody is thinking something and they're not thinking that at all. They're just not thinking that at all. So I'm thinking that they're not thinking that at all, but also, what we can learn from this is consistency is important. And now I can move forward with that piece of information. And I'm a better CEO for my company because of it.
Absolutely. And even more importantly is I hate the way it feels inside myself.
When you beat yourself up,
Yeah, in that
how
when I beat
when
myself
you
up over it, yes.
when you have the thought, it's all my fault because I dropped the ball. What feeling do you not like inside your body?
The disappointment I have in myself.
Disappointment, maybe like a little shame.
Hmm.
Okay, so we don't like feeling that way at all. So we will run from that. So
Hmm.
what does that make you do next?
Mm.
I'm feeling shame and disappointment, and therefore I do this and I don't do that.
I start to have I I think that I will let myself down again. I don't trust in myself, to be honest with you, to fulfill and work this business successfully.
Okay, so I don't trust myself. What do you actually do though?
I drop the ball again.
Drop, or you actually just set it down willingly.
Yes. To fulfill
um,
my own prophecy. Yes.
do you move toward your relationship with those people that ghosted you or away?
I feel like I move toward them, but not in a business relationship. I'll just move towards them 100% personally to try to make up for dropping the ball that they don't even know that I did.
Right. Like I just honestly don't think they're even thinking in that mindset right now at all. They're not. If somebody wants to do a business, they want to do it whether or not you know.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then so you set the ball down willingly, you don't trust yourself, you move toward friendship personally, but not business relationship. Anything else that you do or don't do? I
Yeah.
mean,
I stopped making business offers.
stop making business offers. Don't look at the infinite game.
Hmm.
All of these things. And so what's our result?
I don't get business partners.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, that's just not a result we want, right?
Right.
So the result we want is what?
I want business partners.
Okay. And you want business partners that take you seriously
Yes.
because you've behaved seriously. What
Yes.
does a business partner that is serious, a CEO, somebody that can be taken seriously, what sort of things do they do?
They remain consistent.
With what?
Business offers and presenting the business professionally.
The video today with Trisha Rieger is really good to listen to. She talks about how showing up on social media consistently is maybe the most important thing you can do. And
Okay.
adding value to your audience. Adding value, showing up consistently, expanding your network and making new friends every single day consistently is the most important thing you can do. So they remain consistent with business offers. They show up on social media. Their content adds value. You take the time to take good photos. They don't have to be perfect. I already know that's an issue. Okay. And you remain true to what you say you're going to do. So that why is it so important to do this?
Well, on a personal level, so I trust myself.
Yeah. Because if you don't trust yourself, you're not going to present yourself in a way that's trustworthy. And also,
Yeah.
you wouldn't trust somebody that didn't show up consistently and
Right.
confidently.
Mm.
Okay. So what kind of feelings do you have to do this? How do you want to feel?
I want to feel confident and calm in making the offer and not be. I want the feeling of my confidence and calm to come from me making the offer and not in the result of how they respond.
Sure. Yeah, this is not going to be for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some thoughts that are going to produce confidence and calm?
I'm not in control of the response. I'm only in control of the action of making the offer.
Okay. Does that produce a good emotion, or is that still producing when I say, well, I'm just not in control of those people? Does that produce confidence?
Only 50%.
Okay, let's find a better thought then.
um,
I would say showing up consistently, moving forward, will pay off exponentially.
yes.
When you say that, another thought is it doesn't have to pay off right away for it to be nice.
Yes.
That felt good?
Yes. That feels very good.
Okay. So those are some thoughts that you can think. So knowing all of this, seeing all of this, what are you going to do?
Make business offers consistently.
Yeah.
And
What?
not, and continue to show up.
Yeah, I would start there. You got to show up and become someone that people are like, she's got it going on. Show up consistently to earn the right for people to see you as a viable leader.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I would focus on starting there for a while and maybe only making offers via when, for example, people in Plexus 1.0, your offers need to be, you don't have to go from A to Z of like, hey, I want you to go diamond with me. An offer is, I think you should do Plexus 1.0.
Yes. And I tend to go to Z very fast.
That might be the problem, is that you're throwing a frog in boiling water.
Yes.
So
even more so, even with myself than the other people, because then when because I recognize that I haven't hit JKLMN. And so then I hesitate and pull back and then feel like I'm a failure, to be honest.
right. The system we have in place leads to offers naturally.
It does.
If you follow that system of, I make an offer in a post,
Mhm.
person messages me, I make an offer for them to watch a video, I make an offer for them to sign up, I then make an offer for them to join Plexus 1.0, which will lead to the opportunity event, and I make an offer to just take a look at this, see what you think. Or I make an offer to say, listen, most people don't regret doing 3 simple posts right when they start and bringing people along on this journey so their products are free. It's very simple. If I, and that message is in there, if I fed
Right.
them to you, but instead you're trying to go from, hey, I think you'd be great for this business. I really want you, because most people are like, I don't want a business. I want a
Right.
business.
Absolutely.
Okay. So reframe your thinking about what an offer is, and maybe decide that you're going to go, I'm going to offer them B, not X.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
And once again, trust the process.
Trust the process, have the infinite mindset, because the only reason that you're inconsistent is that you didn't trust the process before. So it caused you to feel disappointment, shame, fear, whatever. And so you backed off of being consistent, and it only exacerbates the problem.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Awesome. Thanks for letting it, thanks for working through that with me.